Hi, I'm Dr. Rosemary Marchant, and I'm the author of the book, The Art of Applying to Canadian Medical Schools. And today in this video, the plan is for Susan and I to help you understand better about what it's like to be coached through the process of applying to medical school and how it may help you. As you know, many medical schools have very similar things that they're looking for, but also each of them has particular culture that they are looking for people that fit with that culture that they will choose to get into their medical school. And so the process of being coached helps to get that fit. And the idea is that something like if you go into a really nice store and you're looking for an outfit for an occasion and you meet someone who helps you to choose something that not only looks very well on you and is appropriate for the occasion, but makes you feel really good about it. So, Susan, you now have started your internal medicine residency. How's it going?
Yeah, it's going great. It's been a big learning curve transitioning from being a medical student to a resident, but I'm starting to get settled in now and I'm learning a lot, so I'm really happy where I am in my position.
At what stage were you when you came to me for some help?
I was finishing up my second degree in Hamilton at that time, and I had applied to medical school a few times. And it was in the spring, I believe, before the fall admission cycle, and so I decided I needed some help with this application. I wasn't very successful in my previous attempts, and so this time I was ready to try something new.
Had you ever been coached before?
No, I hadn't.
And what did you have any apprehensions and concerns? What were your thoughts about doing that?
Yeah, I knew I needed some an outside person's opinion about what I should be doing. I wasn't really clear on how I should go about approaching the application, and obviously my own attempts hadn't been very successful in gaining me even an interview for medical schools. So I knew that I was ready to take those steps, I guess, to have somebody else help me along with the process and get somebody else's insight into how these the medical school applications should be conducted.
Did you have an understanding why your first couple of attempts weren't successful?
I think after the first time I knew that I needed some improvement in some of the fundamental aspects like my MCAT, and I tried to do more volunteer work to try and expand the type of activities and extracurriculars that I was doing to try and give myself a more broad set of attributes and skills that I could use in my medical school application. But after I didn't get a successful interview or application the second time, then I think I was a bit unclear about what further steps I needed to take to strengthen my application to make me a successful candidate.
What did you expect from the coaching when you got started?
I think I was hoping that this experience would be able to provide me with a bit more clear direction about what were some of the most important things to highlight on the application, how to go about organizing them in a way that would be meaningful and impactful, and also just having an outside opinion. I had had friends or family members try and help me with the application, people that knew me really well, but I thought it was good and important to have an outside opinion in terms of a coaching which skills or which attributes or which experiences most reflected me and my personality and would also be important for the practice of medicine.
So, if I remember correctly, the first thing we did when you came was we set about choosing which medical schools you would apply to this time. And that was because, as I said to you, the medical schools, each one of them are looking for similar characteristics but different people often. And to try and choose ones that were more like what you were, that you would have a greater chance of appealing to them. So how many did you apply for? Do you remember?
I can't remember the exact number. I think I applied to most of the schools in my home province of Ontario, and then I took one out east and one out west that matched.
Yeah, because it's a common application here in Ontario, isn't it? So you aren't duplicating your effort so much. There are a few slight differences from one medical school to the other, but really you do apply to all of them at the same time.
Right.